less than 4 weeks until the first day of fall, it's time to start thinking about transitioning our summer looks into autumn. Beauty and lifestyle expert Jamie O'Banion is here with all the top fall trends for 2014. This girl knows it. She's got the exact things that we need to go buy today.
Today, yes. And a lot of these things, though, Amy, honestly, you already have. It's just a matter of what is, you need the newness.
I need the newness. I love the word need. Okay, so show us what you got.
Some of the top trends. First, what we really saw in the spring for fall off of the runway was a really bright eye, a shock of shadow. And you can see in this image here, this is a really fun eye. It's kind of a peacock blue. And I always like to say, take the runway look and tone it down about 3 notches. So I am not going to go to the grocery in that eye. I might get a lot of great, maybe on Halloween, but you need to tone it down. So take that concept. Okay, let's take a fun blue or a fun color, and how can we wear that today for fall? Right. So I have some examples here. I adore, if you are a little bolder and you want to go this direction, I adore this NARS palette. Here you can see NARS.
That is bold.
It is very bold. It's fun. And it has a little bit of that pop of color. It's not overly saturated, so you can deepen it by applying it a little bit more forceful, a little heavier. This is my favorite palette for fall. This is by Chanel, and this is a beautiful metallic palette. A metallic for eye is really big this fall. And you'll see in this upper left corner here, you see that little bit, if we can get a tight shot on that, maybe.
Are those grays and blues?
Grays and blues. So again, you're taking that peacock here and getting that same concept, but it's more of a everyday look and everyday color. So that's a great way to get that. Did you get that there?
I need to go get that.
So you can see the blue there is really, really pretty.
Right.
Next,
that's like toning down that bright color.
Toning down the bright. So as you know, if you're doing a bright eye, you cannot do a bright lip together. So what we saw a lot on the runway was a really pretty minimal lip, and we're getting away from high gloss this fall. It's more of a matte nude.
Good, I like that.
I adore this YSL color here. You can see minimal mouth, and you can see on all the models here, it's just a really nude, a really fresh.
Very muted. So this YSL,
this YSL is my obsession. This is a #1 YSL lip, and it's a beautiful matte color, and you can see here it just goes on really sheer, and it provides a little bit of color to the lip. When you're doing a nude, we really recommend that you go 1 shade lighter than your actual lip. So don't try to put concealer on your lip and roll out the door. It should be about 1 shade lighter and in a matte tone for this fall. Bobbi Brown and MAC also make some beautiful options there. Love NARS Orgasm for the cheek. It just gives a little bit of softness, not too heavy if you're doing the funner eye. And again, Laura Mercier has some great metallic pencils as well for the eye area.
Tell me again the name of that. Did you mention the YSL color?
It's #1.
#1, okay.
It's #1.
Gotta find that.
You do, it's beautiful. So going with this minimalistic look, as we talked about, I know Kim mentioned earlier, a bright pop of color on the mouth. So if you're doing the minimal look for the skin, and we can have that with a couple of products here, you can do the pop of color. So I have a really pretty, this is called Pink Poodle by MAC lip gloss.
Is this what you have on right now?
I do.
Yes,
and I
like
love
that.
it.
That's pretty. It's not too much, but it's just enough to give you a little
pop
color.
Of color. And that's a nice transition in Dallas right now. It's not feeling like fall yet. So here's a way to bring those fall beauty trends into fall without necessarily being deep into the season. Right. So for your minimal makeup look, it's important to have really nice skin. That's where it starts. And I think women in general, Amy, tend to over apply makeup if they don't like their skin underneath.
You're talking about foundation?
Yeah, foundation, too much blush. So we want to really cleanse the skin, and we're transitioning right now from a really hot season into a cooler season, so you're going to experience changes. There's a product that we have and love. It's called the Cellular Renewal Treatment. It's a 2-step microderma and peel in a bottle. You can get that at beautybioscience.com, and it is fabulous for completely resurfacing the skin and making it feel really makeup optional to get that minimal makeup look. So lastly, I am exhibiting one of the very big fall trends.
It is. We saw it on the show this morning.
We saw it on the show this morning. It's braids.
Yes.
And you'll see here, plaits, please, lots of plaits, lots of braided, plaited hair. This one's obviously, again, runway, a little funky, and you can tone that down and do however you want, whatever is comfortable, whatever the length of your hair is, but that's a really big trend. I'm going to say it was inspired by Frozen. But really, honestly, this is a great look for Texas right now. It's hot. We want to get our hair off of our shoulders. I have been wearing braids constantly the last month, and it's great if your hair is dirty. If your hair is short,
actually,
Amy,
I think if it's dirty, it actually looks better.
It looks better.
Because it holds better.
It does, and with your short hair, I would do a braid. I would do a braid from the root down to the side, just one, and then pin it back. Super cute. We'll do a whole nother segment just on braids.
I want to try that. I need a little freshen up over here.
But it adds texture. It adds a little bit of playfulness, a bit of youthfulness, and it's a great look and very, very hot for this fall.
You carry it well too.
Well,
I'm sorry, Jamie, but you just carry it all well. Thank you so much for these great little ideas. I can't wait to get to the
and more details on the website too if you liked any of these specific colors.
Especially this cleansing and
the scrub.
Yeah, we need the scrub. We need the scrub. All right. Well, Jamie's going to be back for more table talk with us, and we're going to have more broadcast right after this.